Alright, hi guys. Oh boy. If you guys haven't, if any of you haven't seen my latest video, the True Patriot build, just please go give it some love. I got some trolls on here that are just constantly not paying attention to what the build actually is, or I don't know. I just had a recent comment, like not even a couple minutes ago, that I just removed because I thought it was extremely rude. And yeah, I was about to light his ass on fire, but I decided not to, as I really wanted to rip him a new ass because of the stupidity that he was talking about. He was trying to say that the vial mask has something to do with explosives, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's all about stats effects, dumbass. I am like really proficient in skills, so when you try to blow air out your ass, yeah, I'm gonna call you on it. Because he was basically saying you're not, like he was saying that I wasn't wearing anything to do with explosives, and I'm like, of course I wasn't, because I'm not using it. Like, I'm using a True Patriot build, I'm using the chest piece and the backpack. What does that have to do with explosives? Like, I did not say once in my video that I was wearing explosives or using them. Explosive delivery. This build I use explosive delivery on, but this wasn't the build that I did. Like, oh my god. Is there that many retarded people out there? I swear, like, the stupidity is real. Just saying, you know? Jeez. It's ridiculous. I swear to God, I'm getting more and more dicks commenting like really nasty shit. And I'm almost contemplating making every single comment up for review, even though I don't want to, because I know that my regulars always comment. But if it controls this nasty shit, it's gonna happen. I mean, I can approve everybody's comments right away, because I can see them right away, because I usually have my PC on with the stream up. So that's not a problem in that sense. But I might have to for the other ones. Because it comes up on my screen and I can actually read it before it even gets posted. But I don't want to have to do that, but I mean, I might have to. I mean, overall, I'm getting, more positive than, like, way more positive than negative, but I think there was another streamer not long ago, the pretty big streamer actually, that was in the same boat as me, was somebody making a comment on his video, and he was pissed off like I am, but we didn't retaliate. Well, I didn't retaliate either. I did say in a nice way, I said, know what you're talking about before you actually talk about it. Before you come all half-cocked into my comment section, make sure you know exactly what you're talking about first. Because you just make yourself look like a dumbass otherwise. Unfortunately. It's just ridiculous, that's all. And on another note, nobody is forcing the person to watch the video. He can easily click out of it if it's not his cup of tea, because it's not a meta build, which he's probably expecting. Until he read the title and it said True Patriot, and he was like, oh no, I gotta click off that right away. Oh no, not a good build. I gotta go back to my shield build. I'm glad that meta's gone. Well, it's not gone yet, but it will be sure within probably in the next 7 weeks or so when they release it. because that's usually what happens after the third phase. I think it's a week or two later they'll release the content. That's usually how they do it. So that's perfect. There'll be a new meta though. I was looking at the Heartbreaker set, and I was thinking about Spotter, the perfect Spotter, and I'm looking at the Heartbreaker set going, we're gonna have some problems. It might be even worse than the metas we have now. But it also looks like we have the ability to counter it with many other things. So, other than that, everything's good. That's why I drink coffee, and that's why I drink coffee before I come on, because I always know that when I click on that thing, I'm going to look at the comments and go, good, Dick. There's a Dick comment. Let's read this one. And depending on how nasty and stupid they are, will determine whether I shut them up or I just leave it. Because I don't want that negative shit lingering on my channel. If you got nothing good to say, then do me a favor, because I do the same thing. If I see a video and I don't like it, I don't make any comments. Actually, I won't watch it. I just won't watch it. I don't say anything. I don't give anybody thumbs downs, because I think that's just stupid. It doesn't hurt anybody anyways when they do give you a thumbs down. It just, all it does is anger the person that made the video. That's all it really does. But from a standpoint of metric view, like a metric view of things, it doesn't hurt you. It still counts as an interaction, which is the part they don't get. The more they do that, the more they're like, okay, cool, they watched it. They still watched it though. Nobody's forcing them to watch it, right? If that's not their cup of, I mean, it's like I said before. You're always gonna have people out there that are gonna be dicks, and it doesn't matter how good you do your video, it doesn't matter how you play the game, there's just gonna be dicks, always. It's, COVID didn't quite get rid of all of them. It's working on it though.
Agent detected.
Okay, so besides that, so he was talking about the True Patriot build. So he said something about explosives, and I'm like, okay, I'm not wearing any explosive delivery, but okay. And then he proceeded to say, because he saw that I was using it was either the shrapnel or the shock trap to heal. And he's like, he basically told me that he reported that to the forums. I said, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care if you reported me to the forums about it, because I've already told Ubisoft about this. So good luck on that one. I've already told them that. I've already sent them a snippet of this shock trap thing. So I mean, go ahead. I said, and furthermore, like, I do one video where I accidentally discover something, and there's somebody out there that does videos about this and that, about glitches in the game all the time, like non-stop. It's like there's one out there almost every week or two by the same person, and I don't see you fucking out there attacking him. Is it because he has 30,000 subscribers? Like, I don't know. You're attacking me about something that's harmless? But they already know. I already told them. I already reported that, like, weeks ago. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking use it till they fix it. These other motherfuckers use shit, so why not? Much worse than that. die. Ugh, yep, I knew I was gonna die. Oh, you know what I was? I thought I was using my True Patriot build. Jesus, no wonder. Oh well, whatever. I was just thinking about this stupid shit, that's all. Drives me nuts. But yeah, I've already told Ubisoft about that. And they'll fix it. So. Sadly, I had to deal with that. Now, when somebody's a dick like that and you do that to them, they can still see your videos, right? So, I have a dedicated troll army. And I'm not kidding you, I'm sure I'm not the only one that has that. I bet you all the big ones have it as well. But I have a small troll army that every time I make a video, they might not do it right away. But like after about 24 hours, and once I start building momentum on the video, I'll start getting these thumbs downs. And it's always the same amount of people. It's about four or five. And it's every time. Every time. Doesn't matter how perfect the video is, every time. I wanted to see if he was on right now, actually. I got nobody on right now. Still hunting those striker things, too. Oh, what was the other one? There was that one. I dealt with that one. And then there was a second one. It was, what did he say? Oh. He was saying that, the Scorpio doesn't work with the Vile Mask. And I was like, yes it does. What are you talking about? Works just fine with the Vile Mask. See? Vile Mask every time. Like, okay buddy. Smoke another one. See? Vile Mask. Every fucking time. Vile Mask again. Boom. Like, can I be any more clearer? Biomask again, look at that. Huh. Imagine that, eh? Oh, and it doesn't... biomass again. It doesn't change when I, like if I go to True Patriot, it'll still work the same. It's just, the shotgun's not gonna change. Oh, we got a shotgunner. He's gonna kill me. No, he's not. Bleed, motherfucker, bleed. Oh, that's how I know there's more people. Well, there's 2 robots, okay. They definitely need to speed up those med packs a little bit. They're really slow. Now that's explosive delivery right there, like... Oh, you're dead in the door now. Let's see what that was there. Ah, looking for those gloves. Not the gloves. just really funny. They are funny people. They're having a bad day, so it's almost like they're having a bad day and they come into your thing to be like nasty because I guess it makes them feel better about themselves because somebody else has been nasty to them. I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. Probably. That'd be my guess. Be like me, be like me. That's probably what they're probably saying. Like, no, let's not be like you. We'll be dead if we're like you. So many Rambos in this game. You go in the dark zone, half the rogues in there, like they'll rush you because they're like Rambos. It's like you break their shield and they run. That's exactly what happens too. They run. Oh, I know there's a rusher in there somewhere. There goes Cupcake. Their heals are gone. And soon to be them. Oh. 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 No.
Serious trauma detected.
More spawned. I saw more spawn, that's why I backed off. And they're over here apparently. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, Samsonite? There you are. I was wondering when you were coming on. Are you? Did you mute yourself? Oh, he's right there. Okay.
What's up, Terry?
Not too much. Dealing with the average trolls, that's all.
Doing alright?
Yeah, other than that, we're good. Yep.
COVID's all gone?
Hey?
COVID's all gone, bye-bye?
Yeah.
That's good.
I think he's dead, yeah. Alright, he's getting dead now. That's hilarious. That totally ignored me and went after you instead. It just went right on by. It went right on by me.
Look at that.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a pair of striker gloves with some armor regen on them.
What is it? Striker?
Striker with armor regen on the gloves. I've been trying to get those for like a while. I've gotten striker gloves, but they've never they don't seem to drop with armor regen for me. For me. I'm sure somebody else is probably saying, "Hey, I get them all the time like that." Not me. Not me. It's because I want them, that's why.
Somebody's always got something to say.
Oh yeah, I had a comment on one of my videos, one of my new ones. Just a true patriot build that I was screwing around with. That it was interesting because it worked out pretty efficiently, but it was different. But
So you want red with armor regeneration?
yeah, well that's how they always come, is red, and then I'll decide what I want to do with it after that.
I got an almost god roll pair, but it has a crit chance on it.
Yeah, I have a couple of those.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a couple of pairs that have like maximum crit hit chance on them for the striker. I think I've got one for each, actually, to be honest. I think I got one with repair skills.
Throw these back down.
I got one with skill damage on it. I got one with status effects on it. And I think one was damage as well. Crit hit damage.
Detected.
Oh, looks like it's going to be a drone round, which is perfect. It's okay. Well, I mean, the COVID is gone, like the symptoms are gone, but I'm still experiencing the loss of smell and taste.
Yeah.
Which is weird because during the whole time I had COVID, I was fine. I could taste things. It was for some reason at the end of COVID, I lost my sense of smell and taste, which I was really scratching my head on. Because that's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen at the beginning, if it's going to happen. So, did I get hit by a new variant?
That would suck. I finished all of chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
On Witch Queen.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. That's actually...
Yep, I knew it was drones.
I got a potion.
I got 3 of them. You get that one? Okay, good. I'll start doing this. You go get the next one. Because you can do more than one of these. Yeah, there's 2 up there. My thing's ready anyways. I got one ready.
Go ahead. didn't. I had already pushed the button when you had it ready.
I'm gonna go get the other one.
Yeah, go ahead. I got this one.
Nice. I got the next one. That's a, oh, there's a key. I see it from here. Isn't that funny how I turned around and I'm like, oh, there's a key right there. Look how wide that is. When you do a jammer pulse with overcharge, did you see how, like, I was all the way back there and I covered pretty much the whole room with my jammer pulse. That's how much of a range it gets a boost. I forgot about that. I forgot about how far that jammer reaches when it overcharges. Does it do that for the other one too? Like if you overcharged and you had a regular pulse, can you extend its range?
I don't think so.
Let me see. No. No, you can't. But this does. So when you're at skill tier 6, you have a 60% radius, and then when you overcharge, it brings your radius up to 150%. That's huge. It's like a 90% increase in range.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Well, I covered that whole room with the jammer pulse when you overcharged. I was all the way over where the key was. I have a feeling this room's gonna be empty because it's always fucking empty. This room set up like this. This room has always been empty, so let's open it up.
Or something?
Yeah. Yep, see, it's fucking empty. I knew it was gonna be empty.
Yeah, I was with a dude. I said
This you'll see when you come in. When you see this setup, this room the way it is here, this room over here has always got nothing in it. Every time I see this room, this setup. There should be another one.
I was gonna message you. I told him, I said, well, he's on another game.
I'm just having fun with the jammer pulse. Oh shit. Oh, you little bastard. I even went into cover. Where did he come from? I was in this hallway the whole time. Where did he come from? He must have spawned behind me. I'm going to attempt to crawl your way, but I don't think it's going to happen, because I think, no, this dickhead's right here. That's hilarious. He killed me, and then he was like all happy, and then all of a sudden one of your secret minds fucking killed him. He went flying. Like, yeah, that'll teach you for laughing.
Can I get up there where you're at, or?
I'm just in the hallway, but I can't see where they are right now. Be careful. Oh, hold on. There's somebody there. Is that a repair drone? Uh-oh.
I had a small trap set there for them.
Yeah, they don't want you getting me up. They know what's gonna happen. So I had somebody comment and tell me that the Biomask and the Scorpio don't work together at all. And I didn't really respond to it because I was like, I'm not going to answer that because I already know it does. But anyways. You know what I mean? Because you know the Scorpio. When you hit somebody with it, it causes all kinds of different status effects. Why wouldn't it trigger the Biomask?
Oh, I guess I need some help. Hold on.
Okay. I'm just answering a message. Were you able to see where they are at, where they're at?
No, I just came straight over to you.
Oh. Oh, I got nowhere to go.
Yeah, me neither. This is the end of the line. Huh. I wonder how, if the vial mask doesn't work with it, how am I getting ticks on that dog?
Oh, I just wasted fucking ammo, or... Well, no, it does. It does work with it. It's just that was
I
the
know it
point.
does.
That's why I use it. That's
Always
why you
gotta be
see...
some
Yeah.
wise guy.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't think some people understand the Scorpio concept with things, especially when you're using the vial mask. There's a reason why I'm using the Scorpio. A, it keeps the shotgunners away, right? Because they try to rush me and I stop them right in their tracks.
Anything in the game that is a status effect, period,
Yeah, yeah,
works with the vial mask. It
yeah,
doesn't matter what it is. It all works with the vial mask as
yeah.
long as it says status.
And as you see with
So
the Scorpio, what does the
whoever that
Scorpio do?
individual was probably
Look at that.
he's too used to watching a bunch of other YouTube videos from
Yeah,
probably nothing but kills.
yeah. Okay, so the first shot that you get off this gun gives poison, which is, of course, a status effect. So the first shot you take off that on a NPC. Now, when it has to do with like a robot, then you're gonna have to wait till it shocks them, and then it will trigger the vial mask. But as far as the NPCs go, like just the regulars, any like the first shot you take out of your gun, out of your Scorpio, is gonna cause the vial mask to trigger. You know you're using it, right? Are you using the vial mask on your build?
Me?
Yeah. No, you're not.
No, not on this one. No, not on this one. I do on my status one though.
So you understand the concept then as to why I would be using this. Why not?
Yeah, I've used it for
Extra
status
damage.
forever. What's he think the gun is? A skill build gun? Because it doesn't say skills. It says status.
Well, he was scratching his head because he's like, why would you use... Because not that one. This was an earlier video that I had done before. It was my one that I did a while ago. It was the True Patriot one that I did that was yellow. It was skill tiered instead of like your regular armored one. Which is really effective, actually. It's quite
Yeah.
effective. Because it gives me the option to kill people pretty good, decently. Especially if I have the capacitor in my hand. And it also gives me the ability to use skills on top of that. Because when you put that red debuff on somebody, it's not just your guns that do more damage, your skills do too.
Yep.
That's why it makes perfect sense to make a True Patriot build into yellow. It's almost like having a free glass cannon. It really is. Except it's only 12% damage.
Except you don't take the
Except you don't take this 50% more damage, you know what I mean? Because that leads me to my next, because I always wear the backpack. So my debuff actually gets pumped up to 12% instead of 8. Right? I think I have a piece on me right now. So normally, the red debuff, the one that allows you to do more damage to them, period, guns or skills, is usually 8%. But as I always say, I always use the backpack with my build. So it's 12%. And the blue one is the one where they do 12%, or sorry, normally it's 8% less damage to you. And obviously if I'm using the backpack, it's going to be 12%. So really, if you think about this for a second, when you hit them with the blue and they're running a shield, you're basically taking that extra damage they're getting with the shield away. Because I think it's 13% that they get when they pull the shield out. So they're only doing 1% more damage than normal when you hit them with the blue debuff. Because you're taking 12% of that 13 away. Plus, if you're using, I usually use Technician when I PvP. So that gives me 12% more against their shield as well. So when I get them with the red debuff, I do 24% against them when they have their shield out. I like that's how much damage I would do to their shield. And 12% more damage without their shield. So that's why I was scratching my head going, I guess he doesn't understand how you can run things, I guess. Like, if you know how a gear set works, it's perfectly fine to make it however you want. If you want to make a red, like I have a hardwired set that I have 3 hardwired sets. I have a
status, a skill, and an armor.
No. I have an armored one. I have an armored set for hardwired. I have the regular yellow set for hardwired, and I have a red set as well. And the red one, believe it or not, the red one is fucking nasty. Because I have DPS.
That's what I said. I have an armored, a skill, and a status.
Yeah. It's actually quite effective.
Yeah, there's hardware.
You can't, again though, if you make it into a DPS build, you can't be a Rambo. You can't run out there on Legendary and think that you're not going to get murdered. Because you will, trust me. One yellow shotgunner comes out, he can put you down quick. And it doesn't matter how much armor you have.
Yep. Because
they hit like a fucking dump truck.
I used to run the armored one in the dark zone all the time.
Yeah, no. I've used all 3 sets.
With the explosive stick.
Oh, I hear a robot. Oh, it's 2 robots actually. Well, this will be... Just do this. Those robots really don't stand a chance when you jam or pulse the shit out of them. Especially if you're using hardwired, because you can keep using it. So as soon as they recover from being jammed, you just jam them again. It's so funny.
I'll probably be on tomorrow too. I'd take off for a couple of days. My foot got worse.
What happened?
Only because I didn't stay home and stay off of it like I was told. Remember, my foot was broke. Broke my foot last week.
Damn. Striker's chest piece with explosive resistance. Nope. Well, that's like when I was dropping off my daughter to school this morning. I always wear my mask, especially since I just had COVID. I don't want it again. I really don't want it again. Parents, there's like a bunch of parents there that are not wearing them. They're looking at me funny, like, why are you still wearing a mask? I'm like, because I don't want COVID again. It's not all fun and games. It's fucking nasty. I don't wish that on anybody. Even if I didn't like somebody. Like, I'm triple vaxxed and it still was pretty brutal. Like, all I did was sleep and feel like shit. And cough up a lung. I have a a person that watches my streams that still has COVID. He's had it for... He's in the hospital, I think. He went to the hospital, maybe? I can't remember. He's had it for like over 2 weeks.
Rogue striker drone detected.
It doesn't work. What are you talking about? Was that you that did the biomask thing? Oh no, that was me, wasn't it? With that stupid Scorpio that doesn't work. Huh. It's gotta be you doing that.
What's that?
You gotta be the one that keeps putting that biomask on him. Because I'm using the Scorpio, that doesn't work with that. Here. Let's have a party. Oh, you think you're gonna rush me, don't you? Oh, you wanna use fire, do you?
I don't know, but it's running now.
Yeah, yeah. Just give me a minute. Kill this dickhead first.
Rogue striker drone detected.
He's dead. Oh, that's not it though.
Somebody else somewhere. There they are. One more in the back. She says, stay where you are. Alright, buddy, I'm fixing to get off here. I just wanted to pop in and say hi.
Alright.
I'm gonna get my, take me some medicine. Also something on my foot.
Alright.
It should be off. I'll be on here tomorrow. Holler at me.
Alright. I'm getting bitched out. I'll be
Yeah?
right. Alright.
Oh, okay. Alright, good night.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta go upstairs.
An agent has gone offline. You are no longer in a group. Incoming backup request.
I don't know if you're still here, but yes, I am Canadian, and I just had to go upstairs to do my usual thing I do every night. Hence why I didn't open the cache.
We need you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
Open it for, let's see, what do we want? Or what do you think it's going to be? I think it's going to be the Memento backpack. Ah, it's capacitor. Nice. Let's see how much better it is than the one I have. 13, 10, 7. I'll still pick it up. I'll put some stuff away and I'll go grab it. Look, I got another one there. Alright. I'll pick that up and deconstruct it. Whoops, no. Don't want to do that. Oh, you bitch. Did you see that? Did you see that? It didn't give me any exotic components. Oh. It's because I have 20. Shit. Oh well. That sucks ass. Whoops. I didn't know there was a limit on your components. Like, I didn't know there was such a low limit. So apparently 20 components is the maximum you can have. Okay, that's interesting. What if you don't want to use them and you want to build them up and then start massively playing around with your stuff? I don't know if you guys remember the first division, but you used to get these things called Phoenix credits. And I remember that they had to up the limit because people were not liking the fact that the original limit was like kind of low. So, from what I've been hearing in this new content, apparently it's really expensive to do stuff, and I, for one, think that they need to raise the components and stuff, like electronics and stuff. They need to raise the stuff up higher, like so that the maximum limit is higher. Because I just think that it's too low. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so the limit is, I think, 1,000 on everything. Or no, this is 250, 250, 250. This is the most common one that you're going to see right here, is this one. This one is vital. You need this for almost everything. The limit is kind of low. I honestly think they should up this limit to much higher levels, because when you optimize things and you keep doing it, it gets expensive, really quick. And you're spending a lot of these things, and you don't get very many of these things. But as that is the most common. I mean, you can craft them, but you don't get very many of them, and it's expensive because it requires other resources to make that. And I believe it's, let me see what that is. I think it's like 500 or something. I think electronics and stuff is what you need to use. I can't remember.
detected.
They definitely need to up things though. Holy crap, it's low. It looks like it's a lot, but once you do the, yeah, so it's 500 titanium, 500 carbon fiber, and 500 electronics. And the maximum you can have is 1500 carbon fiber and titanium. So you can see how quickly you see how quickly you can burn through that. And the electronics is also 1500. So 3 optimizations, or 3 of those, like to get some of those 3 times, and you're out of resources. Whoops. Perfectly unbreakable. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so there it is. Damage bonus per enemy. It's 12, so it's 12%. So when I use my True Patriot build, I pretty much, I don't pretty much, I take away. When they pull their shield out, I pretty much take it away. It's like it's not going to do that to me. That they're not going to do 12% more damage.
Hey, Agent.
Hmm. Let me see what I... Whoops. What we got here? Hmm. Did I say it was in there? Tip of the spear? What the? What the? Why can't I fast travel there? Okay, I don't know what that was all about, but finally let me fast travel there.
DZ.
Oh, there's a GZ drop coming.
It has to be there. We should investigate the site again. Check it with Torres when you're free.
Scan in progress. Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Major.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles. Access granted.
See what I want to use in here. Wait. Wait.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Let's go backpack.
Helo almost at extraction zone. Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Hey, what's up? Oh, not too bad. You know, the usual. Dealing with, well, so, somebody made a comment, well, there's a couple people that made comments, but there was one that stuck out, because I almost think that they took it the wrong way. So I did a poll, and I asked people if they thought that Ubisoft would make a Division 3, or if they would, do you think after Heartland that's probably all they're going to do for this series? And somebody went into great lengths to explain that it wouldn't be a good idea for them since it wasn't very successful. And I was reading it and I was like, okay, but that's not what I wanted this conversation. Like, I didn't want that conversation to go this way. Like, I'm not trying to start a war here. I'm just like asking a question. I honestly think they will, because EA does it all the time. I think because EA does it all the time. EA brings out FIFA every year, and I know it makes them pretty good money, but they also bring out NHL every year. It's one of their franchises, right? So, and that's basically, the Division has become a franchise, whether people want to accept that or not. It has. And they will pump another one out after Heartland. I think they will make a third one. You gotta remember, the very first Division game, they were showing trailers for that years and years before it even came out, and it just kept getting delayed. I think it took 4 or 5 years to come out, the first Division, and it changed so much. The original if you remember the original trailer for the first Division game, it was phenomenal, and the game looked amazing. I think that's what Heartland basically is. I think, so this is what I think Heartland's going to be. I think Heartland's going to be a cross between survival and a battle royale, if that makes sense. This is my opinion. It's going to be just like, it's just going to be like, I think it's going to be like similar to Call of Duty. You know, the blackout mode or whatever it is? The very first trailer for the very first Division game, where the people were talking and Everything was like really nice and crisp and beautiful. And then something happened. They changed the game up, and the graphics actually got watered down. I've seen bits and pieces of Heartland,
Extraction helo. Almost within
and
reach.
it looks a lot like survival without the wintertime thing. But it looks like it's gonna be like a cross between survival and, this is just what I'm looking at. It looks like it's gonna be like Call of Duty with survival mechanisms, if that makes sense. And if you're not sure what I mean, I don't mean like team deathmatch. I mean like the little war zone that they have. It's like a battle royale type thing. I think that's what I think that's what Heartland's gonna be. I think it's gonna be just like that, with a survival mechanism in it. Well, the reason why I say that is because you have to get things out or whatever. There's something to do with. I think I was reading it. I know there's people that actually are in it, but like I know people that are actually in the testing. I don't know. They haven't told me anything, but I've seen things that would. I mean, it could be. I could be totally wrong, but it just looks like it might be like that, with survival kind of mashed in there in the. Because I think ultimately you have to get something out of the zone, right? And you have to survive. That's why I think it's going to be like. I mean, if they would give us some more info on it, and like maybe a trailer or like some gameplay footage, that would be nice. So then we get an idea of what it might be like. If they try to implement Call of Duty's Warzone type thing into it, it's not going to work. It's going to fail miserably. I hope they don't do that. Because I was listening to the thing when I saw it, and I think there's something called Storm. There's a mode called Storm, and it reminds me of Battle Royale, honestly. Because there's something you have to get out, or you have to get stuff out or something. I mean, you can't really complain. It's free to play. It's not like they're, you know what I mean? It's not like they're charging us to. We don't have to buy it. So, I mean, I just hope that it's not. I think, I just think that ultimately, I think that I'm going to be here in the Division 2. I'm going to try it. I will try it. I'm not saying I'm not going to try it. I will try it. We'll see. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad because I don't know. Now, if I had first-hand experience, I wouldn't be able to say anything anyways, but I don't. I'm not that special. Come on. But there is other people out there that have more influence that probably are in the... Because as you know, and I'm not saying this to be a dick, but as you know, Ubisoft usually picks... They have favorites. Like, to get into the testing, because I applied for it before the testing even started, and I have yet to even get a call for me to test it. So, and I'm on PS5, so I thought for sure, they'd want to test it on that system, right? And I might get the chance to come in, but no. You have to be... I am convinced that you have to be on their favorites list to get into these tests. Like if you... Like, I've sent Yannick a couple of messages before, and he's never answered me once. And I know they probably get thousands of shit. But I mean, I think you have to be special to get into those tests. Like a big streamer would probably have a better chance of getting into that playtest. You know what I mean? Like somebody that might have 200,000 fucking subs. He's probably more likely to get into that test than you are. He's got like 199,000 more than me. Like, you remember the console? Remember when they had the console PTS in the first division? And they're like, oh, you have to have like an invite to get into the playtest. Well, guess what? No, you didn't. You did not have to have it. So, if you could, if they had it, so what happened one day, uh, they accidentally leaked out the playtest server download in the PlayStation Store, and I happened to be on that day. And I saw it and I downloaded it because it was there, like under demos or whatever, or betas, and I grabbed it. It wasn't supposed to come out, like it wasn't supposed to leak to everybody. So, you know what I mean? So that's all you needed. You just needed that file. Um, Wait for it to unlock and then just jump in, right? But I remember on PlayStation they screwed up. They screwed up and they released it to everybody instead of just the people that got the codes. So I grabbed it and I was able to log in no problem when they opened it up. I never did get it like an email saying, hey, you know, you're invited to play in this playtest. But I was like, you don't need one. As long as you grab the client file that came out the day they screwed up, you're good. I don't think you need an invite on the PC PTS either. I think you just have to download it and you can play it. Anybody can play it as long as they have a character in the game. Or I should say an account, a Ubisoft account. Because if my PC wasn't a piece of shit, I would probably download it and try it out. I do need some advice though, if anybody's here in this stream that knows much about this. So I want to get an external capture card. Does anybody know what good ones there are for externals? I don't want an internal one, I want an external. So USB. Preferably a good one, like a fast one. That way I can, what do you call it? I don't have to play. So it would make it easier because then I can use OBS Streamlabs instead of using my PS5. I mean, I shouldn't really complain. Because, I mean, the PS5, I don't need a capture card because it does, like, you just start up the shit and you fill out your information and boom, you just hit start stream, go live. That's the problem. See, the reason why I'm trying to get away from this and go to like OBS Streamlabs instead is because then I can have like, you know, if I have to go to the, you know, if I have to run upstairs, I can put a screen up that says "Be right back." You know what I mean? And it, instead of just being idle, there's more things you can do. It's a lot harder to use for me because I'm not used to using that. So I'd probably have to learn that because I have no idea how that shit works. Like, I'm good with computers, but when it comes to that kind of shit, I don't know the first thing. I know how to do it through my PlayStation, and it works great. But, again, it's a little bit easier. I've seen people that have used it, so it's easier. Okay, what was I doing here?
Incoming backup request.
Oh. Wow. Where's this? Oh, right here. Right here. I guarantee you they're probably running a meta build. So, I better be careful.
Safe area entered. Helo almost at extraction zone. Transmission range limited. Proximity coverage only. Rogue agent detected. Helo is on site. Rogue agent neutralized nearby.
Nice.
Nearby agent has become rogue. Nearby rogue agent killed.
Oh yeah, we know you're using some shit.
Agent down.
That's okay. I did some pretty good damage to him actually.
Agent neutralized nearby.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, he bled from my thing. Oh, whoa. Jesus. I want to see if he runs into
Helo
that.
is returning to base.
I hope he's not that. I hope he's not that fucking.
Nearby rogue agent killed.
Somebody died. Really? So he doesn't have hazard protection on because I actually killed him because he bled out. He might have dropped me, but I actually, in the end, he bled out and dropped and died. Nice. Just making sure.
Hostile patrol detected.
Hey, what's up, buddy? There we go. Where'd you go?
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
How's it going, Doom? Oh. Nice. Okay. Oh, what's this?
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
I don't know whose gear that was, but I accidentally deconstructed it. I don't think somebody's gonna be too happy about that. Nice. Yeah, I don't mind Twitch. I got a Twitch channel as well, but I only have like, I think I have 121 followers. But and I was doing Twitch like pretty much every day, and then I started doing YouTube every day, and I noticed that I could connect better on YouTube with people than I could on Twitch. Maybe because this game is more saturated on Twitch, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty saturated here too, but it's a little bit easier if you just be consistent. So that's why I like doing it here. I was consistent on Twitch, but it was just pissing me off because it was like, it just wasn't going, you know? I met every single aspect of, you know how you want to become an affiliate with Twitch? I had everything except I couldn't maintain that one thing that you have to maintain, the 3.0. I don't know why. I think it's the average of 3 people in your stream, I think it is. That's one of the requirements.
Agent has gone rogue.
Why, oh why, did that guy go rogue out there? I'm pretty sure he's on my friends list there, YG Trice. I'm pretty sure on it, let me go look. Yeah, right there. YG Trace 23, same guy? Sure is. He's with people already though, he's with those guys. I don't really play much with him anyways. I feel like doing some conflict, to be honest. Even though I like it and hate it at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. Simply because, at least when you do conflict, it's 4v4, so you don't have to worry about it being a 4v1, unless, of course, your team, you know, gets eliminated and there's no more things left, because I always play skirmish, right? So, because I don't like domination and I don't like the other one, because they both have to load every time. If they didn't have to load, like, if it didn't take so long for them to load every time, I wouldn't mind playing domination or team, whatever it is. I think it's team deathmatch or whatever. So I play skirmish. If I get stuck into a team or a domination match or the other one, I will leave the match. I don't like doing that, but I will, because I don't want to wait 50 years for it to reload again. And I'm on PS5, so for some reason conflict still takes a little while to load. It's almost like it's a separate game from this. It's like 2 games in one or something, I don't know. I want to make sure. Oops. Just want to see what I have on me right now. know. This is the one that I've been liking to use. But I don't know how many pieces of it I have on me right now. I think I may have put 2 pieces away. Let me see. Shit. Are you telling me I need to get some striker knee pads? Well, I can tell you one thing right now. I'm going to put these on right now. I'm going to go over here. Put the holster there. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And we're going to do this. And we're going to turn that striker into an armored striker. Oh, it's the backpack and gloves. Sorry. I was looking at something else. I screwed myself up there. I think I have gloves. I'm gonna have to use some yellow gloves, whatever. I had a bunch of different ones. I think it's because I'm trying to get, yeah, I'll use that as well. It gives me options if I do it this way as well. It gives me some really good options. Since I'm running for, obviously I'm going to switch this as well. I'm going to go technician because most people use shields. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that. I need to figure out what I want. So what I want to do let me see. Shit. Ooh, hello. I'd rather use this though. Let's see. That's actually pretty good. I'll take that. So I'll throw that on as my secondary. And then I should have. Whoa. Did I just see that right? Oh wow. So my shotgun has for almost 50% crit hit chance. Oh I know my SMG has 60%. Yeah, I don't use shields with my striker. And I always, if I'm going to go into PvP or I'm going to go into conflict, which is still PvP, but sort of different, I never wear a shield. But I always run Technician because Technician gets a 12% bonus against people that have their shields out. So I do 12% more damage to their shields. Which once they drop this content, since Technician already has that ability, it's going to only get stronger, right? Shields are going to break way quicker. Like, way quicker if you're running Technician. But, apparently it causes, like, a disorient now in the new content. So I was like, okay, well, that's kind of stupid in a way, because there was no, like, you kind of got staggered before. And there's no real hazard protection to protect you against that staggered effect that happens. But now that they're introducing a disorient, people are going to fucking run a hazard build. Or they're going to run enough that it won't bother them. So, I think they're kind of stabbing themselves in the foot on that one. Why would you introduce a status effect when the staggered thing that happened to people when their shields broke was perfectly fine? And there was no bullshit of them recovering from it quicker than they need to. It was kind of like a lesson they needed to learn. That's why I don't run a shield, because I find that when your shield breaks, it's a liability. Because you get off balance. And I think it's like almost 2 seconds that you can't fight back for. 1.5 to 2 seconds. Yeah, not gonna fucking happen. Not against those douchebags. The Cronus Max Kings. There's certain people, there's certain clans I know they run shit, so KOZ is the biggest clan in the game, and they're also the biggest people that use that shit. I've caught them in the past, and I've actually had members that ex-members that I've played with that have told me that that's one of the requirements to join their clan. Like, if you get invited to their clan and you want to join their clan, then you have to buy Cronus Zen. It's the only way you get in. Otherwise, they don't let you in. So, whenever I see them on the battlefield, I tend to stay the fuck away from them. If I wanted to lose the match on purpose, I would lose the match on purpose. Yeah, no. It's mostly conflict that happens in for on this one. I don't know about PC and stuff, but I stay away from KOZ. They're pretty much the only guys I stay away from. I know there's others that do it too, but those guys are like the biggest well-known users of it. So most people back out when they see that clan, because they know they're gonna get cheesed. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what build you use. It doesn't matter what build you use. You're not winning that match. I used to think they were really good at the game, but then I saw some stuff and I was like, okay, no, that's not, no. I quickly changed my tune when I saw. I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but if I actually catch it on a stream and I catch it live, I tend to call it out right away. Now, there is a issue that I'm not the only one that knows this either, obviously, but where is it? So, you ever got into a fight, like you ever get into a PvP fight, and you'll see that Buddy's behind the wall, but you can't hit him, but he can hit you. It's because he takes his shield out right near the wall like this, and his hand goes around his shield and actually goes around the cover. So if he's like this and he pulls his shield out, his hand will come out just enough that if he can see you through the wall, sort of, he can still hit you because his hand is actually in the open. You can't hit him though, that's the thing. So whenever you hear somebody saying, oh, he's corner glitching, that's what they're talking about. He's using his shield. He's like literally coming up to the wall like this, and then when he puts his shield out, his hand goes around the corner, but not enough for you to hit him, but enough for him to hit you. I don't know how they could counter that, to be honest. I didn't know that until I saw it too as well. And I asked somebody, and they're like, oh yeah. And they showed me how he was doing it. So I went rogue, and we tested it out, and sure enough, I couldn't hit him. But he could hit me. Because his hand is literally right there, but you can't hit it. Okay, I'm going to see if I can jump in this match, and I really do hope that it doesn't put me in that match with those guys. I have a feeling that I have a feeling it's going to do that to me, though. Because I'm sure that clan has already pissed everybody off on the other team. I'm sure of it by now. It sort of is. There's a couple things that are just stupid. The problem with is that they're all small bugs. No, I just noticed who that was. Nope. He's a dick. I don't like that guy. Can't stand him. He was on our team one time, and I was chatting with my clanmate, and he decided to just be a dick. He was just like, he started chirping. He's on our team, too. His name's East New York. He's in KOZ. I can't stand that guy. I've never hated somebody so much, but he's like one of those people. And I get along with most people. But like, he was just irritating. He was like talking shit, and we're like, I'm trying to have a conversation while we're fighting, and we're still paying attention to the match. But I'm trying to have a conversation with my teammate, and this guy is completely just butting in and being a douche. So, ever since that time, every time I see that particular guy, I'm just like, nope, I don't like that douchebag. I have nothing against New York, trust me, but he's a douchebag. Oh, I wish I could just do a raid right now. That'd be so nice. Maybe if I stand up here, there'll be enough people or something. I'd like to do Operation Iron Horse, to be honest. You know what they say, right? You can't fix stupid. It only gets worse. I don't know what he's doing upstairs, but I can hear him in his monitor, and he's like, I don't know if he's snoring or what, but holy crap. Alright, let me see if I have anybody on to do anything. Usually I have all kinds of people. He's doing District Union. He's at Pentagon. He's doing a raid. He's with other people. What is she doing? Okay. Hey. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. It says I can... Okay, look at this. See? These guys don't have any things over their name. It's grayed out, right? These two. These three, sorry. And then this guy has a white, but it says he's offline, but it's actually... it gives me the option to invite him too, and him too. But they're not on. I know they're not on. It's a glitch. It's a bug. I know they're not on because dude works. Dude works in the morning, so he doesn't stay up past 11 my time, which I'm on Eastern time, so it's like 10 o'clock his time. So he's on Central time. He's an hour behind me. So at 11 o'clock my time, he usually gets off. Sometimes he stays a little longer, but... And then there's the other guy. His name's Mad Mexican. He usually stays on till like 2 or 3 in the morning if he's on. He's a nighthawk like me. Sometimes I run with him. He likes, the problem with him is he likes to swear a lot. And, he really likes the F word. If a drone kills him, it's like, oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. How many times can he say the F word in one sentence? Let's see. What's going on here anyways for dropping stuff? He's like me. I mean the old me, right? I mean I've changed drastically over the years because like for example the other day I was driving. I'm gonna go to New York. Yeah, the other day I was driving and let me just go here. I was driving in this guy, and I was doing about 10 over the speed limit, and this guy, because I have a truck. I have a Dodge Ram truck, and it's 2021. It's a 5.7 liter Hemi in it. It's the same. It's just, I got the same engine in my truck that the Challenger has in the car, so I have lots of power, and it's really fast actually. Anyways, so I'm doing about 10 over, and this guy pulls up beside me, looks at the side of my truck, sees that I have like a 5.7 liter Hemi, proceeds to fucking almost smack me in the fucking front of the truck. Like he pulls out to go into the lane, but he just like does it really quick, cuts me completely off, almost smokes the front end of my truck. Now the old me would have stopped when this, because we got a red light and I stopped. The old me would have put it in fucking park, and I would have got out and pulled him out of the car and probably beat the fucking shit out of him. But I have a lot of, I've done a lot since then. But ever since COVID, I think the old me is wanting back out. Like, because people are just being fucking stupid these days. Like, it's worse now that COVID's happened because everybody's different. Everybody's like assholes for the most part. The ones that I encounter, like the ones that used to be okay, are now assholes.
system restored.
I guess that's the best way to explain it.
I'm going in.
I'm not kidding though, COVID has changed people like a lot. Like I said, the people you thought had like a lot of patience are now the ones that you want to punch in the throat. And I hate saying that, but it's true. Like, it's crazy how people are these days. Like, just unbelievable. And you know what I'm getting really tired of? Because this bothers me because I have 2 kids, right? I'm seeing like parents being like really brutal with their kids, and I mean like I'm not talking about just like slapping them. I'm talking like shit, that bad shit. Stuff you would never want to see happen to anybody. That's becoming bigger too again. Look at this. A friggin' boss, and look what he drops. Fucking garbage. Garbage. Huh. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but I find when you go to New York, I don't know if it's just me, but the enemies seem like they hit harder than they do in DC. Even if they're like the same, you know, like if it's a yellow guy coming out. They seem to hit like harder in New York. Yeah, I can't stand like... So for example, here's a good example. So one day my daughter was going to be late for school and I had to get her there. And literally when I go to her school, literally I just pull up on the thing and I just have to like run her around the corner to the lineup and just go back to the car, you know, like it's like a minute and a half, if that, to do that. A minute and a half. I timed it actually one day. So one day she was going to be late, and I don't like being late. And my son was in the car, and I said, well, you can stay here for a minute. I locked the door, and it was nice and warm in there. And I was gone like a minute and a half. Maybe a minute and 35, I don't know. Like, it wasn't that long. And there's a girl standing in front of my car when I come back. And the first reaction I have in my mind when I see this girl is I'm like, oh boy, here's a Karen. And she proceeds to give me this lecture. And I'm like, lady.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Like, lady, don't even start with me. I was gone like a minute and a half. Well, no, you were gone for like 10 minutes. I was like, no, I wasn't. I was gone for a minute and a half because my watch was going off. I was like, I put the timer on to see how long it took me. Minute and a half. I said, and anyways, don't you have something better to do? I was like, do you work at the school? No. I said, then fuck off. Like, I'm married. My wife gets nasty with me all the time, so like whatever you have to say to me or do or whatever, then like take your best shot, because it's not going to affect me. And she just looked at me like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't like Karens. I really don't. Like, if you don't have any, you know, like if you don't have anything better to do than to just harass me over a minute and a half of me being gone from the car, because I don't want my daughter to be late for school, because then I have to go all the way around to the other side to put her in, like, to take her through the whole school. But yeah, that was that started my day. That was the first part of my day. And this was a while back. This is about a month or two ago. No, 2 months ago, actually. And that was the start of the day. And then I got home and I did some stuff, and I had to pick my daughter up after school. So this time I took my son out of the car because I was like, I don't want to fucking hear this Karen girl. That wasn't her name. I just called her that. I don't want to hear this bullshit for a second time, because she's probably lurking out there, seeing if I do it, you know, seeing if I go get my daughter again, and so she can start again. Well, I come back to my car and there's another girl standing there. Nobody's in the car at this point. She's like, you can't park here. I said, why not? Because you can't park here. You're not allowed. I was like, so what about those other 30 cars that parked here before me? I didn't see no cars. I said, oh, okay. So I said, just so you know, I do pay attention to my surroundings, and I've been watching. I saw you standing there, and you were watching all these cars pull up, and you didn't harass any of those people, but you're harassing me now. That was the second part of my day, at the end of the day, when I picked my daughter up. And she's like, well, I don't want to see your car here again, parking there. And I was like, good. So I'm going to document this. So the next time I see, like, 10 cars and you don't do anything about it, I'm going to go into the school and say, she's not doing her job. She's too busy harassing people that don't even, like, that they did it once. Meanwhile, the people that I'm talking about have done it like a million times. They do it every day. I see the same people doing it every day. And she does not go near them once. She doesn't go up to them and say a word to them. She tried to say she has, and I'm like, no, you haven't, because I stood here one day and watched. You didn't do shit. You stood there and you were chatting to some girl, watching these people do this. Actually, one of them you were chatting to was parked there. So, I mean, that's hypocritical, in my opinion. I'm gonna go back to the fucking summit and see if I can get those gloves. So that was an interesting day in total. I had 2 Karens in one day, and then I can't remember what happened, but my wife got home and started. And I was like, look, I've already dealt with 2 Karens today, don't be the third one. And she just didn't say shit. She just walked away. Didn't say shit to me. 2 Karens in one day is enough, thanks. And there's more of those, trust me. There's more and more of those every day. I see them every day. It's crazy. But I can't stand when the school does that. Like, they'll harass you about something, and they'll just, like, if their buddy is parking in that spot, they're just like, oh, that's cool. It's like double standards. I don't know. That's okay. I think I've encountered about 3 today in my comment section. I'm gonna sneak around these guys. Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, there you are. Oh, that's right. I gotta put armor and kill. My bad. Shit. Come here, you little bugger. There we go. Ooh, that stray bullet almost got me.
Feel sick.
Here's a present for you. Ugh.
You feel that? Son of a bitch!
Thank you.
Immediate medical
I'm
assistance
gonna have to
needed.
heal manually.
Keep coming.
Come here.
Hit him.
This fucking acrobat.
Incoming. High risk hostile.
I gotta do this. We usually have a good, we usually have a good relationship as well. It's just that
Right here.
Serious trauma detected.
I like how he just ignored my third shot, which would have been a disorient. That's interesting. I like that. Yeah, I got 3 shots on him. He should have been disoriented, but apparently he didn't get disoriented. That's the second time today that's happened, actually, where I've shot somebody with the Scorpio, and they've totally ignored the status effects. So that's interesting. Do they suddenly have hazard protection now? Now that was a shrapnel trap. I like the shrapnel trap, but its heal is just not good enough. So that's why I use the shock trap, because it's got a better heal. I'm not using gunner. I'm using just a little bit. I'm only using actually, I think only 1 mod. So
Target's here. There's a fucking grenade.
no, I'm using 2 mods now. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with these guys. I'm waiting for him to run into my shit. Unless this guy gets like some sort of... I'm waiting to see if he hits me through cover, because that's the other thing I gotta watch out for. Because if I go like this and you see the camera, he can't really actually hit me in that spot. Now he could there, but not here. There's another one right there. Got him, he's bleeding. Now, when I was running True Patriot, somebody said to me that the Scorpio wouldn't work with the Vile Mask. And I had to laugh because, of course, I know that's bullshit and it does work. But he was like really persistent and determined that it wouldn't work with the you have a kid that's 18? How old are you? Let's just say we weren't supposed to have kids. Because, well, that's what the doctor said anyways, because she had issues. And then we got 2 kids, 10 years later. Oh, give me a break. 3 shots. Yeah, that's a little bit of a difference. I can't believe I just died again. How much armor do I have? 1.1. Okay, so I don't have a lot. I mean, I could fix that situation if I wanted to. If I have a piece on me. Or I could go into dick mode. But I don't think I have the gun with me. I think I have to go down and get it. Yeah, I think I have to go. Wait, what am I doing? I think... Yeah, I think I have to go get it. Yeah, I think I put it away. I kept 1 piece on, 2 pieces on me, okay. Let me go down to the lobby. And I'm gonna put my, what I like to call dick mode build on. Cause I'm running the right stuff for it. So I'm gonna go in my thing here. And I'm gonna get my other 2 pieces that I put away back out. And at the same time, I'm gonna put some stuff away. So I need knee pads and backpack. So there is there's my Foundry backpack. I'm gonna lose my shit here. Where's my fucking knee pads?
Agent in need of backup.
Not this shit again. Let me see, maybe it was a mask I had. Okay, there it is, okay. I was gonna lose my shit there for a minute. I could have swore I had knee pads though, so I'm kind of pissed about that. So I'm gonna put this on. Okay. I'm gonna put this on. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna put this on. it. One more thing I need before I go up there. Now, dick mode has been initiated. Oh, no it hasn't. Hold on. Okay. Actually, yeah. Oh, hold on. So I'm gonna... Alright, you bastards, let's go. There we go. I don't know how this is gonna work with this big guy because he's got the fucking... Got those... It should be okay. Go, bitch. Oh no, get that back out. Are you gonna kill me yet or what, motherfucker? Is that all you got, bitch? Get the fuck out of here.
Shit, he's dead. Done for.
Get out of here. You think you scare me? I just killed a big guy and I was face tanking him. Get the fuck out of here.
I can do this all day.
So can I, bitch. Where's that asshole? He's behind me. Just want to make sure I don't get sniped from behind.
Target right over.
Your dreams of getting behind me are gonna be fucking pretty slim, buddy. It ain't gonna happen. I am one tough motherfucker. on fire. Oh no, you're gonna kill me. Oh wait, no you're not. Oh shit. I was trying to get behind me. There we go. Just gotta make sure they don't get around me.
Iris target approaching.
Hi. Tickle, tickle, motherfucker. Are you trying to tickle me again? Oh, you little bastard, you fucking bitch. You think that's gonna save your life, don't you? You think you're gonna hurt me with that shit? Keep dreaming. Might as well just die like a good little girl. What are you so afraid of, buddy? Oh, no, 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 no. That's not how this works, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, nice try, buddy. You're lucky I don't have claws out on right now. Fucking little bitch. Healing again, eh? Stop running, you little bitch. Fight me, I'm right here. You're acting like a little girl. What is it? Look, you even have special ammo and you still can't beat me. Are you trying to heal? I saw that shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna beat you to death. You wanna have a punching contest? Let's punch. You lose. Now you motherfucker. Come here. Don't you run away. Piece of junk. Get over here. Come here, Rust Bucket. Do. Run, run, run. Not gonna matter in a second anyways once I get to 30 stacks. Cause now it's gonna start hurting. More?
It's up. Your fire for it. I got it.
Should I mercifully kill him, or should I just beat his ass down with a shield? I think I should just beat his ass down. We'll give him mercy. Look at that. You had an assault rifle, I had a pistol, and you lost. They all had rifles. Okay. So there's a pair of striker gloves that I wanted. Unfortunately, they don't have the roll that I wanted. This is the problem I keep having, is I will get the gloves to drop, but they're always shit. They're always no. They're like what I don't want. Armor on kill. Yeah, I'll take that. Holster, garbage. Backpack, garbage. Compared to what I already have. I mean, that's not being a Rambo. I mean, that's being a tank Rambo. You know what I mean? Like, you're playing on Legendary and you see these guys, they'll be all red, okay? And they get that little dinky shield out, you know, the little striker shield that they use from the firewall thing. They'll get that little shield out and they'll try to be a Rambo on Legendary. They'll go right into the center of the mat, the room, and they'll start trying to fight people. And the first thing I think is, well, let's see how long this takes for him to die. It's usually about 3 seconds or 4 seconds after they notice he's there. And I'm like, yep. And that's why you don't be a Rambo. It's okay to be, you know, it's okay to be defensive. There's nothing wrong with that. If it takes you a little longer to clear a room, whatever. At least you're making it past that room alive. Because I'm telling you, I think too many people get excited when they see you fight in a room for a little while, and they don't realize that those 3 stars and 3 chevrons up there mean, and I've also got 2 directives on. One of them is called Ragers, which makes them stronger, that the next group gets stronger. So I don't think they realize that, and I'm by myself, so I tend to be a little more careful. Because if you're not smart about it, believe me, you will die on Legendary. But I think normally I don't run this. Like, I don't run these 2 pieces. This is something new. Like the Foundry pieces, I normally run this, 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 and this. But I don't know where my Foundry knee pads went. Apparently I don't know if I accidentally deconstructed them or something, but I did have them, and they were armor regen ones as well. So I had to put on the mask, because normally I do this. Normally I put on the Punch Drunk, which is in my stash right now, and that gives you 20% headshot damage. So it makes things a little bit quicker when you hit in the head. That's normally what I run. I run that with just something here. This is nice to use, but not for this build because I'm using the shield constantly, right? So it makes no sense because he's automatically going to pull out his pistol with the big shield. So I think normally I put it away. Normally I would put claws out. I'd put that on.
Incoming backup request.
Because then I can pretty much, like, smack them. I could make this a super tanky build by putting on, I could put this on. And I should, actually, because I'm using, I don't know, actually I shouldn't. There's something I have in my inventory. I'm pretty sure I put it away. Usually I use Point Man, actually, sorry. Because it gives me 5 seconds of no damage to my shield. And also, if I have teammates, it gives them bonus armor, right? So it gives them, I think it's 50% of your armor or 40% of your armor. I think it's 50. Okay, maybe it's higher. I can't remember. It's been a while. Let me go look. I mean, I could always put the tardigrade on too as well, make it tanky as well, but I like Point Man because you're already running a shield, so it makes sense because it's got Vanguard on it. I got a lot of True Patriot pieces, put it that way. Vanguard. Deploying a shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds and grants 50% of your armor as bonus armor to all other allies for 20 seconds. It's very handy. It's very, very handy. So I have 1.7 million armor, so 50% of that is what I give my teammates. So 850,000 bonus armor is what I would give my teammates. Plus I get 5 seconds of no damage to shield. But the minute you try to run this build, the minute you try to run this build in the dark zone or whatever, somebody's going to look at what you're running and say, okay, well, I'm going to put a jammer pulse on, and that's the end of your shield. However, Foundry is a little bit different because even if your shield breaks, it still heals you pretty good. And I know this because the big guy was pounding on me after I took my shield off, and I was actually healing pretty good. So even without the shield, you still have some pretty good armor regen on this. And actually, I don't know if I have it on me. There, I got 1.9 million now. So now, if I had people with me now, and I pulled out my shield, I would give them 950,000 bonus armor. What is this? Yeah, so this is perfect Vanguard. Now this is going to be really annoying because this is legendary fucking rogue agents, so they're going to heal a lot. Who's fixing themselves? Nope, that's not happening, bitch. That is not happening. You're not getting behind me, so you can dream on. Look at your fire's not even hurting you, bitch. Come on, hurt my shield. Oh, tickle, tickle, tickle. Nice, that's awesome, buddy. Good for him. Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? You think you're gonna hit me? Come on. Come on.
Rogue incinerator turret detected.
Oh yeah, come here. Now, you, my friend, are not healing anymore. I'm shooting him in the dick. I'm sorry, but this is a Desert Eagle based gun. And I'm sorry, but your balls would have been fucking Swiss cheese. If this was real. Actually, yeah, one shot. How many shots? Well, obviously, if this was real, this guy wouldn't have lived past all these shots I've taken on him. Should I show him mercy?
Rogue agent eliminated.
Double tap. Look at that. There's the forge. I already have a forge. That's better than this one, but that's hilarious. The forge drops, and I'm running a shield. What a coincidence that is. Nice. I almost wish they would. You know what? I wish they would have gave me 5 rogue agents. I am convinced I could have taken on 5 rogue agents with this build. No problem. I know I could. What was the other piece over here? I think I just looked at it, didn't I? No, it was a chess piece. That's right. I gotta see what time it is here. Oh, this thing is trying to install Windows 11 on my shit again. And my PC doesn't like Windows 11 because I tried it. And I have a Ryzen. I have a Ryzen 5.
Safe area entered.
What the hell is it? It's, I think it's... let me look here. It's a Ryzen 5. It's not it. There it is, right there. Yeah. It's Ryzen 5, 3500. But, obviously it's an AMD, so it's got the built-in Radeon Vega mobile graphics card, which is really not the greatest. I thought it was, but it's actually not. So I tried to run the Division, and my old laptop that died, it could run the Division 2 at the highest settings, like no problem. It had a really good graphics card in it, but it died on me, so I got this one. This one was given to me, so I can't complain. And it's a Ryzen 5 3500, but it's got an onboard Radeon. But that onboard Radeon is nothing compared to my GeForce that I had in the other one. But I could run this game at ultra settings, no problem, on my old laptop. But it also had like a Core i7 Pro. This guy's the lone wolf. Let's see what he's running for a lone wolf. Why do I have a feeling he's running a meta build? He's not, actually. Wicked with the Ridgeways and the... Okay. So, now that I have this up here, I want to explain this to you, because I have mastered this build. This ongoing directive build. So let me tell you something about this build. So the best way to run this is actually, most people think that you put Wicked on and you put something on and that's great, and it's pretty good. But if you really want to inflict pain on somebody, then you get rid of this. You get rid of this piece. You put the backpack on, because the backpack for ongoing directive really increases the bleed duration and damage that you do. So a lot of people that try to do ongoing directive builds don't do it right half the time. Let me see if I can grab the backpack. Not grab it, just show. Just so in case some people don't know. I should have one on me right there. Okay. So the backpack has something called Trauma Specialist on it. That's why I always, if I ever run ongoing directive, the backpack is a must. Because what's the point without it? Increases the duration of your bleed status effects by 50%, and all bleed damage done by 100%. Okay, so if you want to run this with the Ridgeways, then you go right ahead. You're going to do some really nasty damage, because as you know, Ridgeways gives you constant bleed. I think this is way more effective this way. Not to mention, as well, make sure your gun has, it's called Perpetuation on it, because that gives your bleed another 50% duration and another 50% damage to bleed, or fire, or whatever. Right? So you're increasing, trust me, I've seen a lot of people doing ongoing directive builds, and the backpack is the most useful piece on that whole set. because I just told you what it does. It gives you 100% more damage when somebody's bleeding. You do 100% more damage, and it also increases the duration by 50%. So if you put perpetuation on an assault rifle like an M4, all you have to do is hit them in the head, and it's really not hard to get a headshot with an M4. They're so accurate. It will activate perpetuation, and then the next time he bleeds, which if you're using the Ridgeways will be right away, you're now going to have 100% bleed duration instead of 50. The bleed duration is going to be increased by 100%. Bleed damage is going to be 100%, or 150%, sorry. Because you're going to add another 50% to that from perpetuation. Trust me, it does more damage than putting Wicked on a backpack instead. You do more damage with the backpack for ongoing directive. Right? Because once you kill somebody, that's the second part. The second part of ongoing directive, which I love, is once they die, if they were bleeding when they died, you will get hollow point ammo, which is guaranteed bleed on contact. And it does more damage. I believe it's 20% more damage when you use hollow point ammo. Oh yeah, I have multiple streams in a day. I usually do about 2. If I can, if I don't have things to do. And sometimes when I do have things to do, I still do it. And then I get in trouble later. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people. That's the most common way that most people run their ongoing directive. When I look at their builds, they'll be running Wicked with the Ridgeways. And I mean, it makes sense because, it's a bleed build, but if you really look into ongoing directive, it's actually better to run, like I said, it's better to run the ongoing directive backpack. It'll actually do more damage than you would with Wicked. But most people don't see that, so. I mean, what does Wicked give you anyways? Was it 20% more damage? I got Perfectly Wicked right here. It's 18%, so I think it's 15% more damage, because it's 3% more, I think, with Perfectly Wicked. I'm pretty sure it's 15%. So it gives you 15% weapon damage. Or 17. Okay. Well, when you put the ongoing directive, like I said, when you put the ongoing directive backpack on, you do 100% more bleed damage. So, right there, even though it's not weapon damage, to me, it's kind of equivalent to it because you're doing way more damage than you should be. So I'd rather run, like I said, I'd rather run the ongoing directive backpack than Wicked. I can do so much more damage. You can run it 2 ways. You can do that. You can run it with perpetuation on your gun, or you can run Sadist, right? Because they're always going to be bleeding. So that'll give you another boost in damage. So you don't need Wicked if you're going to run on ongoing directive, anyways. But yeah, I'm not even kidding. Like 99% of the people I see running that build do exactly what I just said. Wicked Ridgeways is what they run. And then I'll see that build and I'll say, okay, let me try my style. I'll put ongoing directive with the backpack on and I'll fucking destroy them. Because I'm doing way more damage per bullet than he is. Even when he activates his Wicked. I'm going to be pounding him with damage. And, like I said, the bleed. So, let me see what I'm running right now. Let me go to the hive for a minute. This is roughly what you get. So right now, I'm running all blues, right? So my bleed duration is only 7 seconds. And once I start putting yellow on, obviously it's going to go up. Actually, no. I'll just throw hardwired on. I'll go all yellow too, so that I can, I'll just throw whatever on for now. Okay, so I'm all yellow. And my bleed duration is 9.8 seconds now. When I activate, or when I have the ongoing directive set on, I noticed so normally when you find ongoing directive, it's a red, like it's a weapon core build, right? So it's red. So I actually have a build, or I did have a build, unless I deconstructed it by accident. I did have a build of ongoing directive with the backpack, gloves, knee pads, and holster, and I had them rolled to yellow, and they had status effects on every piece. So my bleed duration was fucking insane. I think it was like 15 or 16 seconds, which is way more than normal. Plus I ran this. Because I didn't run the ridgeways. So what I ended up doing there is I actually put trauma on there, which I kind of I like trauma. I do like the ridgeways, but the problem with ridgeways is if they get if they get out of your 15-meter radius, you don't. I think you can still make them bleed, right? Okay, no, you can't. They've got to be within. So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If they're outside your 15-meter radius, then you can't make them bleed. However, trauma does not have a range. As long as you hit them in the chest area, which is really easy to do with a gun that works good, you can hit them from all the way across. Now there is a cooldown to it, unfortunately. But that's okay, because during your cooldown, if you shoot them in the face, you'll blind them, right? So in between the cooldown of the bleed, you can kind of milk it a little bit and then blind them, and then your bleed will be ready, and then you bleed them. Rinse and repeat. But the thing with, like I said, with trauma, it doesn't, there is no sweet spot as to where you need to be to hit them to make them, to make them bleed. They can be 25 meters away and you'll still make them bleed. It's anywhere but the head, basically. You can make them bleed. I think it says, it pretty much explains that same thing. Anywhere from the chest down and they'll bleed. And then you hit them, and obviously, and you hit. So it's very useful as well, because you get two status effects on one piece of gear.
Good to see you, Agent.
And what a really good thing would be to run two weapons, one that has Sadis and one that has Eyeless. So then, when he's blinded, you can quickly switch over to your other gun and do some more damage, extra damage, because Eyeless does that, right? And so does Sadis. I just use regular Sadis because I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the carnage because the fucking thing jumps all over the place. It's just a little bit wonky. I mean, if you threw some weapon handling on your stuff, I'm sure you could fix that problem, but to me, it's just easier to just put Sadis on like a Vector or something, you know? That's what I do. I have a Vector that has Sadis on it. I have the same kind of Vector that has like Optimus on it. Don't ever put Strained on a Vector, because you'll never benefit from it, because it shoots too fast. And if you're running Striker, it shoots way too fast. I wonder what these guys are gonna do when they take away the the in-sync thing with shields. I'm curious to see how this is gonna go. I don't know. I think there's gonna be a lot of pissed off people. I don't care, personally. I mean, if they're gonna balance the game, I'm glad they're gonna do that. And those people that use Cronus Zen, you can still kill them. They're not unkillable. It's just if they get the jump on you, you're probably gonna die. So you gotta make sure they don't get the jump on you. Now there's something that I saw about a week ago. I don't know if anybody else in here has experienced this in the Dark Zone, but there was a guy that I encountered on a couple of occasions. It wasn't the same guy, it was different people. I shot him, and he wasn't taking any damage. And I put like a whole clip in this guy, and he didn't take any damage. So I thought it was just a fluke, and I had somebody with me, and they did the same thing. They attacked him as well, and he wasn't taking any damage. So obviously I was like, okay, this isn't normal. This is definitely not normal. There's no point in trying to fight this guy because, you know, we can't even hurt him. Like, and we were DPS builds, like high DPS builds. It was kind of like, wow, like you know what it almost feels like is there's there was a bug a while back. I don't know if they ever squashed it, but if somebody threw a decoy out and you had an eagle bear and you hit it, you headshotted it and finished it off, it did some sort of wonky shit where you wouldn't really take damage. Actually, I don't think you took any damage at all, and it stayed that way. And I think until you somehow died. Like, somehow. You weren't taking damage, so I don't know how you'd die, but maybe, like, fire damage could be, I don't know, something. Anyways, this guy wasn't taking any damage from either one of us. So we kind of were like, okay, no, we're getting out of here. We're not fighting this guy. Because, yeah. We inspected him too, and he wasn't wearing like point man. So Vanguard, he had a shield, but obviously he wasn't running point man. So I was kind of confused as to how he wasn't taking damage. Turns out I'm not the only one that's encountered that. There's other people I've saw and heard from that have said the same thing. Not everybody, it's just some people that know how to do whatever they're doing. They just don't take damage. Alright. Let me see. Just let me check one thing. Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it a night, because it's almost 1:30 and I didn't really get much sleep last night because somebody kept waking me up, so that wasn't fun. And then I woke up with a kid that was jammed into the side of me, so, because her drawers were looking at her, and I was like, okay, we're going to have to fix that problem. So have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching, and yeah. If you're going to run ongoing directive, do it the right way. Do not use Wicked. Come on. Use that backpack. That backpack is stronger than you think. It's a better option. You want to use the Ridgeways, go ahead. But use that backpack. Take advantage of it. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow at some point.